Okay, so let's take a look at how you can install R language and RStudio on Mac. So if you go to Google and search for R language CRAN project, you will find that cran.r-project.org website. Right now, on its official page, you will first be getting the message specific to how to download and install R. So we will have to check the option for Mac OS. So click on download R for Mac OS. There is a button that says notarize and signed R package R 4.1.3, and it is around 87 MB of installer. Right now there are a few other installers as well which are specific to ARM package. So it is meant for the latest Macs which are M1 series. So I don't have the most recent version, so what I will do is instead I will just download the one for generic Mac, and once downloaded you can open your downloads directory and then select and open with installer. It should start with this particular R installer for Mac. Click continue. It will ask you to check what is available within this installer. You can continue, and here you can read the license, agree to it, then you can choose your disk and hit on the permission where you have to specify your password. Click on install software and it should install and validate the package, then write files, and you are pretty much done depending on your speed. As you can see, it will finish loading quickly and installation is successful. Click on close. You can move the installer to bin now. Okay, now what we can do is open Launchpad and check for R and RGUI. Simply click on R and it should open one window which is basically going to be RGUI, inside which we will take a look at few commands to verify it is possible to use. So here you see, as you can see, warning, you are using non-UTF-8 locale, so we'll have to change that part. Right, so this is our console actually, and if you type in, let's say, print, and if you type in this, should output immediately, so you can verify that R is functional. So next thing is we'll go to Launchpad and try and check what other packages are available. So RGUI is not available, we only get R console. So to better work with our R install, what we can do is we will move to RStudio and we will try and download RStudio for Mac. So let's go there. So let's say, starting from official website, we'll try to find a product which is RStudio for desktop. So let's go to products, and here you see RStudio, and then there is also option for server. Right, so let's click on RStudio IDE and it should take you there. So here you see RStudio desktop, click on that and we'll take a look at open source edition, and for that we'll have to look for Mac version. So let's scroll and try to download desktop, and here you see it will ask you to download the specific version for Mac. So it should have a .package or .dmg file. Let's see which one of that is available. So here you see it shows RStudio for Mac, right, and requires Mac OS 10.15 plus. So I'll just click on that and it should start the downloader, which is .dmg file of around 200 MB. Let it download, and depending on your internet connection it may take a while. Now here you see RStudio is available within downloads package, so let's go there. So let's open downloads package here, open with installer. As you can see, I have just dropped the RStudio to applications. Right now what I will do is I will try to open it from our launchpad, right? So it should be available here. If we click on that, we are good to go. Now here you see it is asking you for permission, so we'll just open it. And if you can see this window, that means you have managed to install your RStudio on Mac. Okay, so few things to do here is we have to also check tools and global options to see which version we are using, so we can go to that particular settings. So let's go through. Okay, so here you see your default repository is global CDN. Then you have option for C++ and Python as well. Here you see you can choose the interpreter here. You can click on select and then go through that. Then there is also console related settings, right? Then general settings. So here you see default working directory that you can choose, right? Then now finally we'll just close this window and we'll see how to clear the console. Now that we have cleared the console, we will see if it can output, so that we can verify that R is working within RStudio. Right now that it's working, we can install the package and let's see if that works. So click on packages tab, then click on install, and here we will try to check the package tidyverse, which will be useful later, and let it install. Here you see it is asking me for permission. Say yes and let it download. Okay, now once the download is finished and package is installed, we can clear the console and check whether that library tidyverse is available. Let's see if we can find that. And as you can see, the package is available, and it does tell you about the conflicted packages as well, and also the attached packages. So we are pretty much ready to go to code in R language on Mac, as we have both R language and RStudio. Okay, so to check whether R is functional, we can take a look at simple plot. So we will have, let's say, some values, right, and within that we will pass, right, few values that will be outputted something like this, and we want to basically take a look at, let's say, bar plot that shows value of our BCH, right? Hopefully my spelling mistake isn't there. And here you see within viewer tab you will get bar chart for the values, right? So you do have this R language and RStudio functional. If you have followed so far, you can run your typical R language code like the one explained here, right? So you are good to go with the R setup.